So we are learning about email messaging. In last video we have seen first three sessions. So today we will start with fourth session, which is a share calendar. So to provide the ability to view your calendar, you can share your calendar with specific people. In order to share your calendar with other people, you first have to ensure that they have the appropriate level of permission. So there may be some people who want to unable to make changes to your calendar, like an assistant, manager, or colleague you work closely with. Other perhaps client or colleagues from other department may only need to see when you are available to attend meeting. It means last time we have seen what is the calendar, what are the views in calendar, then how to create categories and how to uh, assign categories for your work by color. So today's topic is to how to share. Means suppose you have created your calendar day wise or week wise or month wise. Now you want to share that calendar with your friends or your company colleague or your boss or your co-assistant. Then in that case you need to have proper permissions to share. Means if your colleague is there, then you can provide editing option for him or her. But when other hierarchy is there, then you just allow them to see your calendar and just uh, share their views about the calendar. Means they are not able to edit your calendar. So let us see first one, sharing a calendar by email. So when you send a calendar via email to another person, and it will receive an appointment at the recipient inbox. So how to send it? Just see, click the email calendar button in the share group of a home tab of Outlook. The send calendar via email dialog box will appear as shown in figure. The given figure is there 5.20. So here you can see, specify the calendar information you want to include: calendar, date range, details of calendar, show time within my working hours only, like that. Advanced one are also there. So click on calendar and select the calendar you want to send. Then click on the date range and select the date. Then click on details drop down button and select the availability only. Click the show button, click OK. So this will open message window with selected calendar as shown in figure. Just see. So here in the message window, enter the name of the person with whom you want to share your calendar. Two field is there. Then click the address book button in names group and select the contact. This is second option. You can select the two option. Then if you want to send same calendar to others, then click CC, that you know about carbon copy button, and to add names from other contact list. And next one is a send. Click on a send button. So it will send your calendar to a specific person. Next one, sharing a calendar. So for that, Microsoft Exchange calendar with another Exchange user within Outlook 2010, use the following step. So first one, we have seen how to send calendar through email. Now how to share calendar in Outlook only. So the bottom left corner of the Outlook navigation pane, click a calendar. The calendar appears in the Outlook view. The left hand navigation pane, right click the calendar that you want to share. You can see the given figure, or click the share calendar icon on the top toolbar. Notice that the sharing invitation window open. Enter the name of the person with whom you want to share your calendar. So here you can see that. Choose the permission level you want to share using the detail drop down: availability only, limited details, or full details. Then click send button. The recipient will receive the sharing invitation with a link that you can click to add the shared calendar to Outlook. Then the next point is about printing calendar. So how to print it? So it is easy for you to print calendar. You can customize the calendar print setting so your printed calendar looks the way you want it to. when you print your calendar in Outlook, you can select current day, week or calendar month, or enter a custom date range. You can only print appointments and meetings from one calendar at a time. It means while printing you have various options. You can see in figure: daily style, weekly agenda style, weekly calendar style, monthly style, trifold style, calendar detail style, etc. So let us see what are these styles. So daily style means with this style the calendar will print the selected date range one day per range. The elements that are printed are date, day, to-do list and references calendars. An area for notes will be also included. This is the most detailed calendar style. Second one is a weekly style. So the style prints selected date range with one calendar week per page without task and notes area. Weekly agenda style. With this style the calendar will print the full title of appointments and meeting. It is like agendas. Monthly style. With this style a page for each month that is selected in area in a data range in printed. Each page includes 6 weeks range surrounding the month. It also prints the reference calendar for the selected and the following month. Trifold style. This style will print page for each day that is selected in the data range. Each page will include the daily schedule, weekly schedule and daily task list. Next one is while printing a dialog box will appear. So here you can see name of printer, then status, then type of printer, then print this calendar. So print style, you can select their style that we have seen. Then page ranges, you can select all or you can provide pages. Then print range, you can provide date and end date also. And there are copies, you want all paper or all pages and number of copies for your calendar. Then the next point is to creating a meeting request. It is very important. So now you want to create request for a colleague to attend meeting. A meeting occurs at the scheduled time and location. Unlike appointment, it is include notifying and inviting other people. A meeting in your calendar could be one you set up, or it could be one you have been invited by someone else. Meeting appears both in your calendar and in the calendars of the invitees. You can create and send meeting requests to other by face-to-face meeting or for online meeting. To create meeting, you must identify the people to be invited and the resources to be reserved and pick a meeting time. Resources means suppose it is an online meeting, then you need to maintain your resources, and when it is a face-to-face meeting, then you need to think about place, location or what type of instruments or what type of resources you require. So before assigning meeting, first you take care about your resources. Then meeting request differ slightly from appointment in that you invite attendees to meeting. When attendees accept the meeting request, the meeting is added to their calendar as well using the options you set in the meeting request. So let us see how to schedule meeting requests. In the bottom left corner of the Outlook navigation pane, click on calendar. The calendar appears in the Outlook window. When looking at your calendar, click on new meeting icon in a new group. You can see here it is shown by a yellow background because it is a click or it is its logo. When you look your calendar, click on new meeting icon in new group or press Ctrl plus Shift plus Q. This will open meeting window that you are seeing on the screen now. So here you need to enter to subject, location, start time. In that date and time you need to provide end time, date and time, and then there is a message body where you can type your message regarding your meeting. Then the next one, responding to meeting. So in last session we have seen how to create. Suppose you have received one meeting request, so how to respond it. So when you receive an email message or task request, you can create a meeting request as a response with one click. When you are inviting to meeting, you will receive an invitation in your email and calendar. You have several options when choosing to accept a meeting. However, it is very important that you always choose to send a response when doing so. Sending a response will ensure that your answer can be properly tracked by the meeting requester and help keep room and resource use accurate. So open the invitation from either your email or calendar. Respond to selecting one with the 5 option. So first option is accept. Second one is a tentative. Accept means whatever time, date, location the requester has given, you have accepted it as it is. Tentative means this indicate that you may or may not attend the meeting as scheduled until you act on meeting invitation. Outlook automatically set your reply to tentative, and the date time in calendar is also marked as a tentative. It is very important that you act on a meeting request as soon as you receive one. Then decline, this indicate that you will not attending meeting as scheduled. In that, edit the responses before sending. Send the response now. Do not send a response like that. And the next one is a propose new time. Suppose whatever time or date or the specific location given, so you can propose a new time for that because you are not available on that day or on that time. And the last one is a respond. This function identify to responding to normal email. Reply, send an email reply to proposer. Reply all, send an email reply to proposer and all invitees of the meeting. And forward means you can forward meeting invitation to an outside party. So today we have seen 4 sessions. One is about how to share calendar. Next one we have seen printing calendar. Then we see how to create meeting request, and lastly we have seen how to respond meeting request. In next lecture we will see about tasks. Thank you.